Hi guys! So today's tutorial is going to be on this makeup look here, which is inspired by Valentine's Day, if you couldn't guess. I kind of got inspired by the idea of being single on Valentine's Day, which I'm not actually, but I don't know. That's just what came to my mind, is the idea of being single on Valentine's Day, getting ready to go out to a party and just with a pop of color, you know, this bright lip and everything. I didn't want to do something sultry and seductive or that kind of thing. I wanted to do something, you know, like a party look, because that's just, you know, more my speed. You know, I like fun colors and stuff. I hope you guys like it. If you want to see how to recreate this look, keep on watching.
So I'm going to start by using this Revlon Age Defying Concealer to prime my eyelids. It's really crappy as an actual concealer, but for an eyeshadow base, it does a really good job. So I keep it on hand for that. I prefer priming my eyelids with something that has color to it and not something clear, so this is absolutely perfect for that. I'm going to blend it out using the Real Techniques Expert Face Brush. I'm pretty sure that's what this one is called. I prefer using this for any brushwork that I do on my face, whether it's foundation, concealer, all that kind of stuff. Now I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Mega Glow Contouring Palette in Dulce de Leche, and I'm going to use the lighter color to set my eyes. Now let's start with the eyeshadow, and we are going to use the CoverGirl True Naked Roses palette. I'm going to start with the third shade over, which is called Baby, and it's just a nice little dusty rose shade. I'm going to go ahead and dust that into my crease with just this fluffy blending brush. It doesn't really show up all that well on my skin, but it's really going to help blend out everything else that we do from this point on. Now I'm going to take the L'Oreal Infallible Shadow in Glistening Garnet, and I'm going to apply this all over my lid with a flat eyeshadow brush. The shadow has kind of like a slight gel cream kind of a consistency. It's kind of like the ColourPop shadows, so it's not like a straight powder shadow, and so it sticks really, really well right where you put it on. And it's super vibrant. It's got a little bit of shimmer to it. It's just a beautiful purpley red pinky color. Now I'm going to go back to the CoverGirl palette. I'm going to go in with the fifth shade, which is called Copper Rose, which I don't know why they call it that. There's not any copper in it. It's just another satiny shade. A little bit darker than the first one, but pretty much the exact same color, just darker. And I'm going to use that to blend out what we just put on the lid. Now I'm going to take the darkest shade in the palette, which is called Mousse. And this one has a lot more glitter to it. It's a really dark plum with some glitter in it. I'm going to use that on the outer edges to deepen those up a bit. I'm just going to pack it on there. And then I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to blend it out so that it's not too weird with harsh edges or anything like that. Now we're going to move on to the face. I'm going to take the NYX Pore Filler Primer, which I just tried out for the first time and I am in love. It's just like the Trust Fund Beauty one, the Give Me Good Face that I really, really like. Just a satiny, silicone primer. For foundation, I'm going to use the Wet n Wild Photo Focus Liquid Foundation. And I've been using this for about a week and a half now or so. And I'm kind of on the fence because I really, really like the foundation. It's got a great finish. It wears really nicely. It wears for a long time. It dries down really nicely and doesn't transfer. But it smells like so bad. It smells like you went to Home Depot, you got a can of paint, and you put it all over your face. So I don't know yet. I'm going to highlight using the Maybelline Dream Lumi Concealer in the shade Honey. And just going to put that under the eyes, on the nose, all the usual places, and then blend that out. And then I'm going to take my Coty Airspun powder, and I believe I have extra translucent coverage or something is the shade that I have. And I'm going to use that underneath my eyes and down the side of my nose to set the concealer. I'm not going to bake with it. I'm just going to use a healthy amount of powder and the sponge that I use to put on all my foundation and everything and just pat that in. And then I'm going to go in with my Maybelline Better Skin face powder and set the rest of my face. Now I'm going to take that Wet n Wild contouring palette once more. I'm going to go in with the darker shade this time and use it to just lightly contour the hollows of my cheeks and my forehead. I don't like to do a very harsh contour because I already have pretty pronounced cheekbones. So I just add just a touch, nothing crazy. And this shade is really perfect for that, as it's not too dark. I'm going to go ahead and contour my nose as well, make it look a little slimmer. Now let's move on to eyebrows. And I use the JCat Beauty brow pencil in the shade brown. And I'm just going to fill them in really quickly. But it's only pretending to be really quickly because I sped it up. I'm not going to go into too much detail because really my brows could be a whole video on their own. And I'm actually thinking I'm going to film a video just dedicated to the different ways that I do my brows, but basically I just fill in everything that has no hair, shape them up a little bit better than they're actually shaped, and we're done. Now I've got another L'Oreal Infallible shade in Always Pearly Pink, and I'm using this one to highlight my brow bone. And the camera really isn't doing it justice. I mean, this thing is just such a beautiful, shimmery, pale pink, and it's not coming across on camera as bright and shimmery as it was in real life, unfortunately. I'm gonna use that to highlight my brow bone and the inner corners of my eyes. And I am going to go overboard. I'm going to put tons on. I really, really want this to sparkle. Now I'm going to do my liner. I'm going to use the Wet n Wild liquid liner. I can't remember exactly what it's called, but it's like $2.99 and it's a really, really good liner. It's liquid, like you dip it in the pot and you get the liquid on there, but the brush is actually not a brush, it's a felt tip. So it's like a mix between a felt tip pen and a liquid liner, which I really, really like because it's kind of the best of both worlds in a way. So I'm going to spend a lot of time precisely lining the eyes. I want my wing to be incredibly dramatic because remember, we're going to a party here. This isn't supposed to be subtle. We're not supposed to be sweet and coy. We're partying. And parties call for big wings. They do. All right, back to the palette so that we can work on the under eyes. And I am going in with the 5th shade again, the Copper Rose shade. And I'm just using a pencil brush to smudge it underneath my eyes. And then I'm taking that darkest shade again, the Mousse shade, and I'm using a very stiff and fine pencil brush to specifically put that just on the outer edge of my lash line. Now I am doing my waterline. I am filling in my waterline with a ColourPop gel liner in black. I really prefer these ColourPop liners for the waterline because they seem to stay put better than any other liner I have tried, and I have tried a lot of them, so that really says something. They just stay. Like, you put them on there and all the liquids from your eyes don't take them off. They stay better than waterproof eyeliners that I've tried. So now we're doing the creepy thing. We're doing the upper ones. Yes, creepy, creepy. So now we're doing Wet n Wild Pearlescent Pink Blush, which is really bold, really pigmented, and it's got some shimmer in there, and it's gorgeous. This is LOC Ultra Gloss Lip Pencil in Cupid's Bow, and I absolutely love this pencil. It's really nice. It stays put on your lips. I mean, obviously it transfers. It's not meant to stay put to the extent where it's kiss proof, but it stays put, as in, like, I do my lips with this and I go about my business, and it takes a while before it starts to wear down. And I mean, this color, I absolutely love this hot pink color for lips. I'm going to top it off with this CoverGirl Lip Lava. These lip lavas, I mean, they're sticky gloss. So, I mean, if you're not a gloss person, you're not going to like these. But the colors are so unique. They have this iridescent glitter color that just can't be beat. And it's time to highlight. Lots of highlight. We're putting champagne pop everywhere. We want to glow from across the room. We want to attract all the attention because it's Valentine's Day and we're partying and we're going to look great. Just tons of highlight. And last but not least, let's curl the eyelashes. If you want to do falsies, go ahead and do that. If I was a little better at applying them, I would have done them, but I didn't want to risk messing up the whole look when I've only put on falsies maybe 8 times so far, and I'm not confident with them yet, but definitely do falsies if you're comfortable with them, because this look really would be great with them. And we'll do the setting spray. And we are done. And here is your Valentine's Day party look.
I hope you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Please give this video a thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Please subscribe to my channel and hit the notification bell so you can be notified every time I upload a new video. I love you guys so much. Bye!